Which is Play-Doh from HR Puff and stuff. All right, now we are going to be read some real news from the fabulous Sally Goldner on the Joy. No, she's not going to sing.
Sing it, Sally, sing it.
On the
lovely singing.
Joy FM news desk. Take it away, Sally.
Thanks, Paul. Well, following up on the news brought to you last week by your community media, the big news this week is the reaction to Chief Commissioner Christine Nixon's news that she would lead uniformed police in the Victorian Pride March next January. Ms Nixon is determined to ensure all members are recognised and valued. Galpin member and Acting Superintendent Jill Wood said that it shows the Chief's commitment to the principle of diversity, while gay and lesbian rights lobby co-convener Chris Gill mentioned that police have experienced the worst bastardisation of any workforce in the country and that this was a really positive sign. However, as well, the Equal Opportunity Commission and the GLBTI community, of course, have welcomed the news. However, there has been some adverse reaction, including from Liberal Party opposition leader Dr Dennis Napthine, amongst others, and he claimed the decision was inappropriate and mentioned concerns about the gay march flaunting people's sexuality. Dr Napthine declined to return calls from Bent TV explaining flaunting in the light of the fact that 95% of participants wear street clothes, and he also declined the opportunity to ask what the Liberals would do to improve relationships between the GLBTI community and the police. It follows from Dr Napthine's comments in January regarding the gay lifestyle choice and Dr Robert Dean, the Liberal Shadow Attorney General's comments about the recent relationships bill threatening family values. However, better news has emerged regarding the relationship between the diverse GLBTI community and the Liberal Party, in that lower house member for Paran, Leonie Burke, and upper house members Andrea Coote and Peter Katsambarnis have announced that a series of meetings to be held every 2 months between the two groups will commence in mid-August. They've organised the meetings so as to improve communication and also hopefully iron out difficulties such as the Dean debacles of recent times. Community representatives include the VGLRL, PLWHA, amongst many others. Back to Paul in the central squealing position.
I hate Tabitha Turlington.
She's making us laugh.
She's evil. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, when we come back, we've got the Trocks. The people from the Trocks coming in to... we've got some footage, and they're coming in to tell us about... They've only just arrived here in Australia, so they landed yesterday, which will be 3 days from now.
Yeah.
We've
got a very busy schedule too, so we can't keep them waiting.
They have. Their first show's this Thursday. So.
How about Prince William? They're all turning that he doesn't want to learn his duties yet. Well, he shouldn't have to. He should come over here and learn how to drag, you know. Then when he gets into office, you know, being king and stuff, he'll have little drag queens all through the palace instead of those hideous old stuffy people.
Well, they have little drag queens through the palace already, I think.
Smoker as well.
Well, there was an article that they say that he wasn't smoking, but that's very interesting.
Marijuana or tobacco?
Tobacco.
I want to know what they do with all the presents they get. People all the time are giving them presents.
Give them to goodwill.
Jane Crawford gave them away, didn't she?
They wrap them up and give them up.
Dress up all those
we
old
have to go.
frocks.
See those people when they do that? That means that we have to go. All right, when we come back, the Trocks. Stay tuned. This is Bent TV.
Back on the close-up, thanks.
Excuse me. Welcome back here to Squeal on Bent TV, Channel 31, and I won't even bother with you, Tabitha. It's your community station, as you know.
Your station.
We have been joined by Bobby and Mark from the Trocks. Please give them a big warm welcome. Thank you. And that bit of footage that we just introed with then, Mark was actually in that first little bit on the left-hand side. It just faded out there, the blonde one. So amazing. When was that film? Do you know?
I'm not actually sure what that was from.
That was some years ago.
Yeah, I think it was a few years ago, yeah.
Well, welcome to Australia, guys.
Thank you. We're happy to be here.
You've only just touched down, so we started off. I'm like, oh, so what do you think of Australia? Oh, well, we got here yesterday. So you like the airport then?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. A little bit colder than where you were before as well. You brought your winter woolies down with you?
No, actually.
Oh, well, you're in the fashion capital as well, so you can go shopping while you're
Turlington, the fashion capital.
All right, so for those people that are watching and that don't know, let's give them a little bit of an intro into the Trocks.
Ballet Troccadero was founded in 74,
Yeah.
I think.
That's what
Yeah, I'm trying not to look at the paper. By a couple of ex-dancers who were looking to kind of have a little bit of fun with ballet. And so what they did was, it started in an old loft in the East Village. And so after, like, City Ballet would have a big show, or maybe American Ballet Theater, all of those dancers, I mean big-time name dancers in the dance world back then, would come. And this was their way to sit back and relax and chill out, because it was a whole farce and the whole evening of what they probably would have just done. Like, for instance, if there was a famous ballerina in town and they'd do a version of something, someone would pick out and exaggerate like a major habit of this ballerina, so everybody knew. And it just became a way for them to really relax and have fun with it. And then it branched out and became a really big and bigger, and now it's where it is today.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
So.
1974 it started. You were, the troupe was actually here in Australia back in 1979, 21 years
Before
ago.
we were born.
That's what I was just. And,
I was 4.
Yeah, none of the original members are in the cast. I was going to say, good knee joint. Down after 21 years to still be doing that.
Do any of the original members have anything to do with it, or do they come and see you guys perform?
Occasionally you find them here and there. I mean, some of them unfortunately have passed on. But there are a few that are still around.
Because how do they feel seeing how big it's got now, or seeing that it's touring everywhere from what they first started?
Oh yeah, some of them still keep abreast of everything, and when they see it, then they come back and they let us know, and they're like, wow, you guys are incredible. And I mean, I still respect them, even though what we do is way different. It's still the same in a lot of respects, but
how did you get into it? How did you get into it? Did you audition for it, or you'd seen it and then you wanted to get into it?
I'd heard of it ever since I was a little kid, basically, and I had moved to New York just because I wanted to live in New York, and I happened to see a listing for an audition. I was like, oh my god, Ballet Troccadero. So I went and auditioned, and
you were trained ballet before?
Yeah, I had danced with a company in Minneapolis for 8 years in a ballet company. So
you were beaten to get your legs straight and your back?
Yes.
They do that,
don't they? Yeah, they bind your feet.
And you're on this bar and they go, bang! Because I'm actually trained as well.
Your feet are your tool, aren't they?
How long have you been with the company for?
Almost 6 years.
And same. 2 weeks after he joined, I joined the company.
And so when you start your ballet, your career and your training and everything, and is there a point where you think, oh, I want to do what those girls do and do points? Is that a point that crosses over?
It's always kind of a mystery, yeah. It's always something that's kind of intriguing.
The
whole the show's awful.
It's huge.
It's amazing.
Well, yeah, I mean, me being the freak that I am, I started training ballet when I was 8, and I was always fascinated with the point shoes. So they used to always make a joke. Oh, you're going to sing about the cow and troccadero, and I was like, nah. And then I saw them when I was 10, and my mother was like,
God, so
and I said, I have to be with that company. I said, one day I'm going to be with that company. My mother's like, it's all right, dear. We'll put you in a nice conventional company, and I mean, and I did work that, but when I got the chance to audition, I
This is a realisation of a dream for you.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Because
makeup and stuff, did they teach you to do that, or was it whatever you wanted to do?
You learn.
Everybody kind of learns.
You don't want to see some of the pictures of our...
Look like a girl!
Yeah.
Some of us are a little bit more fortunate in that.
Here's a paint palette, go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
What were those things that they had in Back to the Future where you put it on and That's your oh, yes, that's it.
Oh, some people just still do draw on their eyebrows with a little, like a hole in a piece of paper. Oh, yeah, the stencil, exactly.
Napoleon has an eyebrow stencil. It's just getting them right because they're separate.
Otherwise, you're doing a quizzical look all the time.
All right, we've got some more footage coming up now, so let's go and have a look at that. We're going to go to the news desk now, and then we'll come back and wrap up this segment. Take it away, Sally.
Thanks, Paul. In a wrap-up of the good, the bad and the ugly, and I'm not sure which one of those is Tabitha Turlington from the world of international GLBTI news. Good news is that the Swedes have backed gay marriage, with Swedish Justice Minister Thomas Bodström speaking out in favour of changing law to permit same-sex couples to marry in church. Although Swedish couples have been able to enter partnerships since 1994, the church issue is a different thing. The Swedish Lutheran Church, of which more than 85% of Swedes are officially members, has repeatedly stated its formal opposition to gay marriages, but the Theological Committee is currently reviewing its position and will announce conclusions later this year. In the US, the Human Rights Campaign has initiated a boycott of ExxonMobil after the new merged company rescinded Mobil's previously non-discriminatory employment policy for gays and lesbians and rescinded for all new employees Mobil's spouse benefits scheme for gay and lesbian employees. And in other international news, researchers have discovered that one particular variety of ginseng called Korean red contains a protein that has an anti-HIV effect. Over 6 years, those who kept taking the ginseng as well as AZT had no change in their T cell levels, while those who didn't saw their T cell levels decrease. And in other news, Moscow's mayor has been accused of homophobia, saying that the Moscow government will not allow the majority of the capital's population to have forced upon it unacceptable norms of behaviour. But in better news, Rhode Island has extended rights to transgender people with very little fuss, and Rhode Island is now the third state of the US, along with Connecticut and Minnesota, which is governed by a former professional wrestler, Jesse the Body Ventura, in giving transgender people civil rights. Back to Paul.
Thank you, Sally. All right. Now, it's been whispered to me that you are appearing on ROVE Live next week, and also the...
He's not a pulp. You'll think he's a pulp, but he's not a pulp.
But he'll tell you that he's not a pulp
you.
anyway, about 20 times in the space of 5 minutes.
Denial.
Yeah, I'll tell you. It's not a river in Egypt. Also, the footy show, which is used to having
Yummy.
blokes in frocks anyway, because they all do it themselves. So... to welcome you to Australia, we have they look like they came from McDonald's, but these are little nerd Aussie rule footballs that we'd like to give you. No expense has been spared.
2 weeks, you could have had breasts.
That'll be the first thing they'll throw out with their excess luggage.
Now, the 2nd to the 11th of next month, at the Victorian Arts Centre. You can get your tickets from Ticketek. There is also a website which is www.troccadero.org that you can get information from there. Get down and see it. When
you'll be sorry.
You will be sorry.
Ticketmaster.
Ticketmaster, what did I say?
Ticketek.
That's because of...
Because you want to tick the tech, but you got to ticket the master.
Not the master of the ticky-tacky little boxes of ticky-tacky. I just like drawing it out because it drives you insane. All right, when we come back, we have Lauren Christopher from the Seahorse Club. Thank you both for coming.
Good luck!
Good luck.
Absolutely ab-fab all over the place here. It's oozing with ab-fab. See ya.
Welcome back here to Channel 31 Melbourne for a Channel 31 Melbourne weather update.
Yep.
Coming up tomorrow, we have an overnight low of 11 degrees with a big top with sunny, beautiful weather. 17 degrees tomorrow.
Ooh.
Not bad, eh?
Not bad. North wind.
Northerly winds. And hopefully we won't see the rain until Wednesday, where we have a minimum of 10 and a maximum of 14. Coming up on Thursday, we have a minimum of 7 and a maximum of 14 again, with a shower or two, and then becoming fine on the Friday with a minimum of 7 and a maximum of 15. But we will throw you back to Squeal with the lovely Paul and Tabitha Turlington and Vivian St James, Troy Ware, and the rest of them.
Channel 31, your community station.
You're on Melbourne.
Shout it! A love song from the olden days where women were women and ladies were ladies' days. I know. I'm just giving a love song right from the bottom of my heart. You are every woman in the world to me. You're my fantasy. You're my reality. You are every woman in the world to me. You're my fantasy. You're my reality.
Hello and welcome back. Yes, we've got a little bit of clapping going on there. Mini clapping going on. We've been joined by Lauren Christopher. Another clap, please. Thank you. And Lauren's here today from you've got your Seahorse cap on today. You're also a Joy member.
That's right. I had my Joy cap on last time I was here.
Welcome along today.
Thank you.
And specifically today we've got you in to talk about a upcoming soiree that we should all be involved in, yes?
Yes, it's a ball. It's a masquerade ball. I was going to say why do firemen have bigger balls than police, but we won't go there. They invite more people. Yes, we have a masquerade ball coming up. Yes, 11th of August.
11th of August?
Yes.
Okay. And where?
Where? San Remo Ballroom.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah, because they used to do one of the
Bell's
other...
Ball.
Bell's Ball was
Bell's
there,
Ball used to be there, yep.
And
We've been playing
great,
at Illusions the last week. This is our 5th fall. And we've been doing it at Illusions nightclub. And we've moved on to San Remo because it's bigger and it's more of a ballroom and it's all nice.
Yeah, it is. Wooden dance floors.
It's all nice and huge.
It's going to perform soon. Okay, and is it a fundraiser for the club itself?
Well, essentially it's a fundraiser.
And also
we never make any money out of it.
Yeah.
We started as meant to be a fabulous night, and the first year we made money, the second year we didn't, the third we did. So it's intentional. The long-term goal is to make money out of it.
Yeah.
I guess, and to try and fund something called a gender centre or a permanent premises, somewhere where we can send young trannies or people with gender identity issues and staff it with volunteers and give them someone to talk to.
Yeah, that's right, because you do have the Seahorse Club here in Victoria, which is for transgenders.
That's right.
But there's no actual club rooms or anything at the moment?
We hold our meetings in halls, that's right, and there's nowhere. We've got quite a big library and we've got nowhere to store it. And we've got nowhere where kids from the country or people from the country with issues, we don't have the resources for a reach out campaign.
Right,
so long term we'd like them to reach in and have somewhere where we can get them to come in and have a cup of coffee and a chat.
Definitely. It's that, that we're all, the government and all that are so much more involved in the mainstream issues that these sorts of issues don't even come into their realm of thinking about these young kids growing up these days that need the support, I mean, the difference that it would have made in your life as a youngster,
That's right. Well, minus 18 helps, because of course that's open to GLBT youth. But there's also, there's 44-year-old kids out there, men who just have no idea until they, late onset transgenderism, and they kind of work it out late when they're all married with children and want to talk to someone about it, and there's no one to talk to there.
So how did the name the Seahorse Club come up?
Well, it used to be called the Ugly Psychopath Tranny Club.
And you didn't think that name was cool?
No one wanted to join.
I wonder why.
Oh gosh, I would have.
I reckon.
But isn't the seahorse the one that gives birth?
That's right. The male of the species gives birth to the children, carries the young. That's how it
She's in the know.
Similar to your jellyfish. Not as catchy though.
pretty much nasty sting. Yeah.
The Jellyfish Club. Yeah, no, it wouldn't have got down too well. All right, so
what sort of poems do they have coming up? Because I know you did. Just from knowing Vivian, because I know Vivian, you didn't really have any.
No, not particularly.
But it was different for you also too, because you were like in a different sort of scene and stuff. But what are the sort of issues that they have?
Oh look, I talk to people on the phone that there's one in particular, an electrician. Hi, out there, if I'm outing you.
And how do you wipe too?
That's right, and the kids rang me in tears in the middle of summer in the back of an electrician's van in a twin set and heels. Does it for a couple of hours every day, got nowhere to go, can't tell the wife, can't tell the kids, has these issues but can't deal with them. So and there's
it doesn't make say they're automatically gay either if they're
doesn't mean they're gay. It doesn't mean they're transsexual. Just means they have gender identity issues and they got no one to deal with them.
So this poor guy only had the back of his electric van,
a little Irvan thing, where
and
he
he'd
sits
get
in
dressed
there,
and sit in there.
at 39 degrees outside. It's just shocking. And they're just isolated. They've got no one to talk to, no one to help them with it. So it's probably easier for you.
Oh, well, no. Well, obviously, I didn't have any gender issues. I just knew what I was.
Just knew, that's right.
So it wasn't a problem.
And the earlier you find out, the better it is.
Yeah, and I had a supportive family.
That's right. And I think
but is it them wanting to express their feminine side, or they just enjoy dressing up, or?
Well, it's hard to say.
It's lots of different things.
It's the same as that. It's hard to define that what it is. That people get different things out of it. It's the same as being gay. Some people. 30% of males practice anal sex or something. on a regular basis. And it's that same thing, you know. But everyone thinks that being gay, you take it up the arse, and that's bullshit, you know. That's what. So it's the same sort of thing. In that, not quite as
let's
crude,
do like
but,
a survey of that around the table.
Well, we can take it up. Thank you, Tabitha.
Monique.
I think I hit a nerve there.
He didn't want to be outed. Oh my gosh, shambles has broken out. Sally, please rescue us on the news desk. It's Joy Melbourne News Desk. Take it away, Sal.
Thanks, Paul. Some brief headlines from around Australia. The Australian Anglican Church has begun a 3-year debate on the gays in the church. Archbishop Peter Carnley said that promiscuity is contrary to the Christian ideal of committed monogamous relationships, but the church has criticised the irrational fear of homosexuality. In other news, the Australian Lesbian and Gay Rights Lobby has called on lesbians and gay men to come out on census night tomorrow night, and you can identify yourself as a same-sex de facto relationship by ticking that householder 2 is in a de facto relationship with householder 1, and co-convener Anthony Shembry has said we're calling on gays and lesbians in same-sex relationships to come out and let John Howard and the government know our relationships exist and they are to be counted. And just in a small piece of lighter news, former Liberal leader Andrew Peacock was seen with a striking flame-haired woman, but it wasn't Shirley MacLaine. No, the harsh reality was flashed that it was Cornelia Francis, the weakest link. Now, in response to Tabitha's request for some singing, I think I'll defer to you, Tab. I will agree with you, Tab, and we're going to sing the bent contact details, so stand by. As they come up on the screen has contact deals for you. Email squealnews@qmail.com.au. Box 41414 Collingwood 3066. If in a post office box, mail you stick. Phone 94194745. Fax 9474543. And you can contact Bent TV. Oh my God. Thank you, Sally, for that impromptu performance there. It was fantastic. All right, the fifth annual Masquerade Ball coming up on Saturday, the 11th of August, 2001. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking about it. And you can get tickets from the boys down at It's My World in
a lot
Chapel
have sold
Street.
already, I think, haven't they? There's a lot
it's going
gone.
very nicely. Yeah, it's huge.
And for all those K Sarah fans out there, she will be performing on the night. So.
Well, they'll find it easy. There'll be a lot of trucks and things out the front.
Rude. She can say that, though.
She can say it. She
Well,
can
that's away with
I'll be the
it.
one in the bikini in the back.
All right, so this week is huge. We've got the Trocks coming up. Starts this Thursday, is that correct? Yeah. So get along to that.
I'll be mingling in the crowd probably with Bert Newton and Paddy, so just look for us if you're having trouble.
Yeah, excellent. And
Bert and Paddy, you love them. You got to do Bert Newton. You got to get onto GMA.
Yeah.
GMA would be he'd love to have you on.
But he's just too funny. He's the king. He's the king of
Australian television, isn't he?
And he makes everyone act queer, even when they're not. And he's not either, but one. But the way he talks, he just does it.
And I just want to. Last week we talked about the Jennifer Anderssen Pitt appearing in Melissa's new video, and apparently there's an article this week that Brad is none too happy that she's on screen having lesbian affairs on screen. So can you believe that?
He'll be doing that.
Yeah, they are exactly. Hello. And Jason Donovan has come out this week saying that.
I've got it.
What?
The new woman.
Jason Donovan.
Jason Donovan interview.
Saying that being a father has helped him give up drugs
And smoking.
He's
got 2 pigs now.
Hasn't helped his career though, has it?
Well, he's got.
Can anything help that now, though?
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Extension. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. We'll say goodbye and thank you. Yes, we will. Yes, I know. We've got 1 minute. All right. We will say goodbye, Lauren. Thank you for coming in today.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Don't forget, the 11th of August coming up is the 5th annual Masquerade Ball for the Seahorse Club. go down and see the boys at It's My World in Chapel Street to get your tickets.
Don't forget the Troccadero.
Troccadero, I was just going to say, Bobby and Mark, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I hope you've enjoyed it. This will probably be one of the more relaxed TV shows that you do. Well, yeah, that's for sure.
And the most fun, I'm sure.
Oh, good. Thank you very much for coming in and break a leg with the show.
Please don't say
that.
Break an eyelash.
Break an eyelash, isn't it? Chookers.
And even though you said nice things about Madonna, I'll still come and see it.
I didn't say nasty things, I just said I'm not a fan.
I'm sure if I had Barbara Streisand, that's alright. I can cope with that, but you are.
Yeah. All right. So, and if you see these guys out and about, say hello to them and welcome them to our fair country, won't you? We have Deborah Legay coming up in the credits. She is a drag legend. That is correct. Thank you for watching. Join us in next week here on Bent TV.
DLJ.
Stay tuned for more coming up tonight. Blah, blah, blah. The rest of it. Thank you, Michael. Bye-bye.
Close your eyes.